Hello, I'm Kesley Tweed and I'm here to help you become an abundant woman. In today's live video, we are going to be talking about three hidden blocks to your manifestation. So we're going to be going kind of beyond the typical traditional manifestation practices today to a deeper level. And the reason that I'm sharing this is because these are three steps that as I've implemented them in my life, I have seen, number one, my fulfillment go up. Number two, my stress and anxiety go down. And number three, those things that I am focused on manifesting, I have seen this happen at rapid pace, so much faster, so much better, so much easier than before I had these missing links or missing pieces, okay? So let's dive in. I see a few of you are joining. Hello and welcome. Let us get into the three blocks to manifestation. And these are things that no one else is talking about. So get the secrets here. So block number one, this one is probably the most important, okay? Lock this in. This is one of those things that I was doing wrong through kind of the traditional manifestation techniques, you know, the vision boards. I believe in all the crystals, right? I believe in all of those things. Once again, for the record, love those things, but this is what's going to take it to the next level. And the mistake that we make is that we focus on what it is that we want to get instead of focusing on the giving. Okay, so if we truly want to be in the flow of manifestation, the flow of manifestation and law of attraction is giving and receiving. It's energy in, energy out, right? And so many times when we want something so badly, and think about whatever that is for you in your life right now, whether it's relationship, you want money, you want the business purpose, whatever it is, right? We want it so bad, and that desire is a great thing. It's actually a necessary part of the process. But when we only focus on the getting, we're missing a very important part of the process. So here's the key. We have got to start to give what it is that we want to receive. So if it is money that you want to receive, it's time to start thinking about how can I give monetarily or energetically to causes or people or things that are important to me. If it's love that I want to receive, how can I start to love more? How can I start to give more in my relationships? And I know that is scary, especially for empaths. I had this conversation with a beautiful client yesterday, and it's something that's come up for me, right? Because if we are naturally givers, maybe you've been taken advantage of in the past. Maybe you've been in positions in the past where you felt like your goodness, your giving, your ability to just open your heart and share was taken advantage of. This is where the path to healing begins, right? Giving from a place of, I know that this is the right thing to do. I don't care how this person responds. We can't be taken advantage of if we're truly giving from our heart and from a place of no expectation. So when we focus on giving what it is that we want to receive, right, that is key number one from a business perspective or from a financial perspective. If you want to manifest money, right, we want to receive value from others, which means we have to focus most on what is the value that I want to bring into the world. What is the value? What is the change? What is the shift that I want to bring to my clients or to my employer or to the world or whatever it is? So lock this in. Tip number one. The number one block is focusing on getting. What we want to do is focus on giving when we are manifesting. Number two, I talked about how these tips, these blocks, these things that I'm sharing with you today, they've helped me in so many ways. This tip number two in particular has helped take me to a level of peace and grace and ease and flow. How many of you would want that as you are manifesting what it is that you want? And tip number two, or block number two, is that you're not trusting the process, right? We're like, okay, I've got my vision board. When is it gonna happen? Is it happening today? Is it happening today? Is it come? Is it, right? And we're in this place where we actually create a lot of anxiety and we create a lot of lack and we create a lot of doubt when we have this sort of like, when is it happening, or why isn't it happening? Or we lack trust in the process, or we lack trust that the universe or God or source is supporting us. We come from a space of lack. So lack is like, I need this, I need it now. And we create this like pulling of energy that's not allowing that flow to happen naturally. Remember that giving and receiving. So what is it that we want to do? We want to await our expectations, or await our manifestations with positive anticipation, a knowing it will happen. It may not happen in my timing, but it will happen in divine timing. Life is always happening for me. And my only goal is to trust and to know and have gratitude for what's showing up in my life right now, and to have complete trust, faith, and certainty in the process, in myself, and in the universe. All right, so block number 2 is not trusting the process. When we fully trust the process, right, we can await in positive anticipation of what's coming. A knowing, a trust, a confidence, a certainty that what it is that you're manifesting is coming to you. Okay, so unblock, move from lack of trust to total trust, faith, gratitude before it's even happening. Number three. Now, this is where I'm going to share a little bit deeper with you on this one, but I will tell you, this has made a huge change in my manifestation. I was just talking to somebody the other day, and he was saying like, you know what? The whole reason like you're able to manifest is because you've been doing this for a long time. So the key is, or the block is, that we're not flowing with the universe, right? We're not actually working with the universe. You've heard me talk before about meeting the universe halfway, and this is kind of a different take on that. So there are energetic flows that happen on a monthly basis, right? I'm talking about the moon cycles actually, right? So there are times, it's not always this gimme, let's do, like expansion. Life doesn't work that way, right? Think about the seasons. There are different seasons that we go through. There are 2 different moon cycles that we actually flow through on a monthly basis. There is the new moon to the full moon phase, right? We're actually going to be having a new moon coming up very early this Saturday morning here in the US. It's over the weekend. It's going to be a new moon in Virgo. You can learn more about that. Go online. I'll be posting something to my Instagram. But every single month we have this new moon opportunity. What does that mean for us from a manifesting perspective? That is what we want to be planting the seeds. That is when we want to be making that intentional statement to ourselves and to the universe. Yes, this is what it is that I want to manifest over the next month of time throughout this specific moon cycle, right? So that's really important to use that time from that new moon to that full moon to be working on the manifestation, to plant the seeds, to take the actions, to start to grow those seeds into something that is going to flourish. And the flourishing occurs on the full moon. So the full moon, even when you think about it, right? A full moon is full in the sky. It's when the moon is big and bright. And so that is a time, number 1, for celebrating, for looking back at whether it's the previous 2 weeks or it's a longer period of time. How have I grown? What have I manifested? What has come to fruition in my life? Be grateful for that, and be grateful for even if the seeds haven't fully evolved into a full blossoming oak tree or whatever, palm tree or whatever it is that you're growing, you can see that there has been progress. So giving gratitude for that and awaiting with that positive expectation of, I know this is going to continue to grow. I know this is going to continue to evolve. The second part of what we want to be doing on the full moon is, again, giving and receiving of energy. You're going to hear me do this. You're going to see me do this, right? We want to always be in a process during these full moon cycles of releasing. What is no longer serving me? What do I need to let go of to create space energetically for what it is that I'm bringing into my life? What are those behaviors? What are those patterns? What are those mindsets? What is the limiting thinking that I've been holding on to, or the things that I've held on to from the past, or where do I keep looking back that I need to release with grace and gratitude so that I can create the energetic space for what it is that I want to continue to manifest and create. So this flowing with the moon cycles, but not only flowing with the moon cycles, trusting in something higher, trusting you're being supported, trusting in, and this is something I would encourage you to do if you haven't done this, spend some time thinking about what it is that you believe in, what it is that you trust in. That is beyond yourself, whether it's your higher self, your source, God, the universe, creator. It's important that we know that we're not alone in this journey, right? That we are being supported, that we can do our part, and we're going to be met halfway by an energy or a force or something that is greater and bigger and guiding for us, to us. Okay, so remove these 3 blocks. Number 1, you're only focusing on getting. Release that. We've also got to focus on the giving. Number 2, you're not trusting the process. You're sitting there like, the child that wants to open his or her presents on, like, let's just say Christmas morning. Like, is it time yet? Is it time yet? Is it time yet? Right? Is it here yet? Let that go. Have gratitude in the moment. Focus on feeling the way you will feel when you receive what it is that you're manifesting now. Focus on trusting yourself, having confidence in yourself, in the process, in the universe, okay? Number 3, not flowing with the universe, being in this grinding state all the time. We've got to be in that flow of the planting the seeds, allowing things to manifest, taking positive actions, but then also doing the releasing process. The releasing processes are incredibly important, and oftentimes we may need support with that part the most out of all of these things I've talked about, right? So one important component of what I do with clients is we have a moon party. It is exclusive, it is VIP, it is only for clients, it is once a month, and we do deep and transformative processes where we do releasing in conjunction with the full moon cycles, but it is very specific to you. We do Reiki, we do journaling, we do, as I said, the deep meditations. And so that is one part of what I offer as a coach that I think is so critical and important. And again, something I was doing for myself for years before I started to offer it collectively. So if that is something that you are listening to this and you're feeling called to this, if you are ready to take your life to the next level, you are ready to live with more grace and ease and flow, but also start to become the master manifester of the life that it is that you want to create, whether it's love or purpose or financial abundance, that is what we can do together. The first step would be to book an Abundant Empath activation chat. I have posted the link along with this video. So definitely go to kesleytweed.com/chat, fill out the application form. There's just a few questions and we will sit down together and we will map out your path to the life that you want to live, to abundance, to becoming and living as an abundant woman. So when I speak of abundance, I'm not just talking about financially, I'm talking about true fulfillment, that ease of life, that stress, that really knowing yourself, valuing yourself, feeling valid, feeling valued for the work that you do, unlimited prosperity, but that coming from a place of heart and soul and alignment. All right, I can't wait to see you book those empath activation chats, kesleytweed.com/chat. I will see you again soon. Blessings and sending so much love and abundance your way. Bye, y'all.